Hi everybody, we are coming to you from the world famous Marsh Walk at Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. Right behind me is a big boardwalk area with all the nightlife and the great seafood and the stand-up paddle boards and kayaks and charter boats. It's where all the family fun happens here around Murrells Inlet. But if you know me very well, you know we're here for the fishing, and fishing we will go. Glad you're with us. It's going to be an action-packed next half hour. From South Carolina, Let's Fish TV is on the air right now. That is a fish. Oh man, look at this.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southwest region every week.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Woo!
This is Let's Fish.
Hi everybody, I'm so glad you've joined us for this week's episode. I think we've got some fantastic speckled trout fishing action coming up in the next half hour. We are coming to you from one of my favorite fishing hotspots on the East Coast. We're coming to you from the Atlantic side of things this week at Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. It's a fun place to bring the entire family, lots to do here, but of course, we're here for the fishing. And we've also brought along the Dream Machine. This is the Blazer Bay 2420 GTS. It's custom rigged out by Jared Poole and his team at Waypoint Marine in Corpus Christi, Texas. It's got all the toys, all the goodies. It's a fun boat to fish out of, and we're going to be staying this week at the Inlet Sports Lodge. It is a fantastic place located right on the main drag just off the boardwalk here at Murrells Inlet. We're going to show you more about that later as well. While we're out fishing today, we're going to be with Captain Inglis Glover. He lives on these waters, fishes here all the time, and he's going to put us on some of his favorite trout fishing hotspots. And we're going to be taking you around your local region for this week's fishing reports from our expert team of insider reporters from lakes, rivers, and bays right where you live, both fresh and saltwater. So right now, let's get this whole thing started by taking you back for your weekend planner to our studios.
Hello, these lunar tables are predicting fair game fish activity throughout both days this weekend. Peak game fish activity begins before the sunrise at 4:08 on Saturday and 5:09 Sunday morning. Best daytime action will begin at 4:44 on Saturday and 5:44 Sunday afternoon. Depending on your area, the sun will rise around 6:36 and set around 8:36, and evenings will feature a moon that is just 9% visible. Stay with us, we've got fishing reports from across the area on the way. Plus, I'll return with catfishing expert Chad Ferguson on this week's Ask the Pro feature. Back in a bit.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Motor Guides Tour Pro, cable steer motor with GPS anchor, Waypoint Marine, the Gulf Coast's leading saltwater boating specialist, Strike King, Taiwan On, and by Low Boats. Welcome to Low Country.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Way to go, Barry.
Look at this, dude. Woo! What did we do? First bobber down. Look here. First one. First one.
You better
First one.
set the hook.
Got him.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that.
First
I
drift,
don't think,
buddy.
I don't think that's a little one either.
First drift. This could be a red.
I don't think that's a little one. It might be.
He hadn't jumped. He has not jumped. Hey everybody, we made it out, and we are at Murrells Inlet, South Carolina.
It is great to have you
with
here.
my good buddy Inglis Glover back here. You folks that watch the Southeast version of our show see Inglis each and every week, and we are on his home water, and it's one of my favorite places to come.
We love having you here.
And we're out here on a windy, cloudy kind of a day, and we're drifting some live shrimp under a float in the current. And we're going to see what happens here. This is really acting like a redfish. I don't know what it could be, because he has not jumped not one time. There he comes up.
Oh, look at that trout. Look at the size of that trout.
Big old trout. Look at here.
Look at the size of that trout.
I'm not going to horse him or anything yet. Look at this.
Look at that. Look at there, Barry.
Gator trout.
I told you I wouldn't let you down.
The gator trout, first thing.
There we go.
Great old big boy. Hold the net for me and I'm
Give
gonna
me him.
pick
I
him
got
up
it.
out of there. Look at the size of that big old, oh my goodness.
Way to go, Barry.
Look at this, dude.
Woo!
What did we do, baby? Yeah.
I like when you drive across the country and come spend time with me.
What a gorgeous fish. Okay, we're gonna let this fish get back in the water, and away she goes. Oh my heavens, dude! Literally,
I
mean,
like it when it starts out like
I
that.
am not making this up, folks. We literally just got here, just baited up, got the trolling motor down, holding us in the current, put the first shrimp on under a slip bobber, peeled it back in that current, and the bobber went down the very first thing, and a giant trout hit first. English, tell us a little bit about the trout fishery here at Murrells Inlet.
We're known for big trout. We're what, 5 miles long and only about 2 miles wide. All salt water, no fresh water, no brackish coming in. It's a big hot point for big trout. We're known for catching 3, 4, 5 pound trout. You can go out and catch 10 fish and have an average of that size. Right now in the summer months, it's just incredible for some real big fish.
I'm from Texas, and you know we do catch a few big trout down
Yeah, you
around
do.
Port Mansfield, but man, they seem like they're bigger here and more of them. It's just incredible.
Hi everyone, Captain Greg Varm here for this week's Lower Texas Coastal Report. Hey, we're going to start way down south at the Lower Laguna Madre. Captain Wayne Davis is the man to fish with down there, and he just told me fishing has been great early in the morning. Water temps, hey, it's hit 91 degrees. Now before the sun gets high, throw your top waters. Now after 11 a.m., you need to move deeper with the good old red and white 4-inch K-Wiggler paddle tails. Now let's talk Baffin Bay. Captain Chris Elliott is capitalizing on the extreme low tides. Hey, he said this has the fish stacked up on the grass flats, and Captain Chris is concentrating on the edges of the potholes. Now as the day moves on and into the afternoon, good numbers of speckled trout are being caught on the drop-offs right off the shallow flats. Hey, he said throw a heavier lead head, get it to the bottom quick, and bounce it nice and slow, and you're gonna catch a speckled trout. Hey, amberjack season opens August 1st, and if you want to catch giant AJs or fish inshore in Galveston or Freeport, give me a call, check out our websites. I'd love to have you aboard. I'm Captain Greg Varm. I'll see you next week.
Bobber down, bobber down, bobber down.
I can't even get baited
Got
up. Look at you.
All right, that's a good hard pull. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby, that's a good hard pull. I am so impressed with the trout fishery here. And English, you said really the trout fishery here is a little underfished. People don't really fish for trout so much here.
Here's the thing, you know, they're gonna concentrate a lot on them in October, November, and December. But it's the rest of the year where they really don't spend a lot of time on them. Oh, that's another good one there. Well, look at him going the other way. There we go.
That's just a 2-pounder. That's a small
Yeah,
one
that's a
for me.
2-pounder. That's a little one.
That's a little one for me.
Now you done gone to catching them the size I catch.
But you said really people don't really pound the fishery for trout. They don't get fished as hard as the flounder do.
Exactly, and I tell you, I give a lot of credit to the charter guys here who don't want to target them on different times of the years where they're going to be mostly full of eggs and spawning. They don't want to target them for the simple reason trying to take them out of the fishery. You know, they want to leave them in the fishery, and most charters want something to eat when they come fishing, you know?
Well, we're not.
No, we're
having
not. We're
something
letting
to
them go.
eat. We're letting these nice quality fish go, just like that. And
Good job, Captain.
there are 48 charter captains right here in Murrells.
That's
Is
right.
that what you said? So your opportunities for going fishing out here are limitless. He lives literally 2 blocks from the boat ramp. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more fishing tips, how-to videos, big fish catches, and full episodes of our Let's Fish TV show, be sure to subscribe right here to our YouTube channel. You can also like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Good fishing out there.
Oh, this is a nice fish.
You got one?
Yeah, this is a nice one, Barry.
You didn't even say you had a fish on, dude.
I know. Well, he took my breath away. He took my breath away.
All right.
I've been watching you reel in all these good fish. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah.
You think it is?
Yeah, I like when they want to go the other way.
You know what? I'll play your net, man. Welcome back, everybody. We are on English Glover's home water right here, and you won't believe this. English is our reporter that covers the Carolinas for Let's Fish TV. He lives literally 2 blocks from the boat ramp right here at Murrells Inlet, and he gets to do this kind of thing. This is a great place for not just trout like we're catching today, but you guys catch everything here. Flounder. Okay, here he comes. That's good trout.
I mean, he's nothing like yours.
But he's a good fat one. We'll lead him in the
There
net.
we go.
There we go, right here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Barry, we're talking about,
Look at this. This is just a good average size Murrells Inlet trout right here.
That is.
And he's a good one.
And we do have so many different species here. Incredible numbers of flounder being caught right now. You and I were talking about that. Incredible numbers.
So we got a flounder fishery here. We'll show you this fish and we'll turn him loose. And then I want to get you to talk me through all the opportunities that there are here. So inshore, you've got flounder, speckled trout, redfish, the typical inshore fish.
Black drum, incredible here. We got a great black drum fishery.
Sheephead.
Sheep's head too. We target those in the wintertime around docks and stuff for most parts.
Then you go offshore, and what are your opportunities there?
King mackerel, Spanish mackerel, cobia. All summer long you'll have a great chances at cobia. You've got flounder on the nearshore reefs. Obviously dolphin, wahoo, mahi-mahi, tuna.
Wow, just incredible. Everything right here. That's what you have in the opportunity right here at Murrells Inlet. You live in I keep telling you, dude, you live in the dream world.
Hi everybody, this week's Lone Star Lakes is brought to you once again by the good folks at Dragonfire Tools. Veteran owned and over-engineered for strength, the big drawers on a Dragonfire chest will hold over 300 pounds. Now this week we're going to start at a couple of my favorite lakes. One of them, the big bass capital of Texas, Lake Fork, where we're not going to fish for bass. Instead, we're going to go catch catfish. This time of year, the catfishing is on fire at Lake Fork, and you'll find them around timbered cuts and channels about 12 to 14 feet deep. Use your prepared baits or your cut bait, and Caddo Lake in East Texas is one of my very favorite summer locations. I'm a shallow water fishing guy. I don't like to go offshore and fish the deep water, so Caddo sets up perfectly for that approach. The fish will hang around the cypress knees off the creek channels, and you'll be able to catch them with things like Cincos and a jig and pig, or even topwaters early in the morning. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by Dragonfire Tools. Be sure and check us out on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
Hey, even on the hottest summer days, Lake Tenkiller is a beautiful destination with some quality fishing. Right now, the bass, the white bass, and the crappie are all biting at Lake Tenkiller. Tons of small balls of bait fish rolling everywhere, 1 to 2 inches right across the surface. I was targeting crappie though, so what I wanted to do was to match up those sizes of baits that I was seeing. So for the bigger bait, I went with the Bobby Garland minnow minder, mostly in the monkey milk and the chartreuse variations. Now in the case of the dock fishing, I caught some vertical jigging along the sides of the docks, also some by dock shooting up underneath, about 6 to 8 foot suspended over about 12 to 14 foot of water. Best depth for the brush piles was 12 to 14 feet deep, and it seemed like my better fish came when I was making a cast past the brush pile, letting that pendulum swing along the edge of the brush pile, and those better fish were coming down closer to the bottom of that depth. Tenkiller, a great destination. You can catch them, but you can't catch them if you don't go.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Bobby Garland Crappie Baits and the original Baby Shad and new slab Huntar Minnow. Glacier Glove. Stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades. Balls Out. Made in the USA. Heavy-duty mounts for your fish finders. And by Camus Boats. Tomorrow's tournament boat today.
Reel. There he is. Man, I'm having a good time doing this. These are solid, healthy trout. Watch this. My bobber just went under. Take up the slack, reel, reel, reel. There he is. In that current.
There you go.
We are fishing this tide, and we are on the rising tide. In fact, quickly I'll show you on your Lowrance HDS unit, you can actually get the tide table for the day and for where you are. And so there's our tide right there, and you can see we're right on the rising tide, which is perfect. We've got our trolling motor, anchor locked down, and we're just sitting in one spot, and we're letting our bait drift down this shoreline and up against kind of a reef back there.
Oh yeah, that's a
good
little
one.
bit better.
Here we go.
Than the last one.
Boy, he is
You
fighting.
sure are keeping me busy.
Look at there. Good one.
There you
Fat
go.
one. Look how fat that trout is. Good grief.
Got it. Yep.
And then we're going to pick him up. Look at that. Oh, he is lively. Look at the width of these fish this way. They are so healthy and fat. And we're doing a good job too of just catching them right inside the mouth with these trebles, and the treble comes right out, no problem. Man, I'm having a good time doing this. These are solid, healthy trout. What's the limit here, and the length limit and the bag limit?
15 inches, 10 per person.
Well, that would be way over 15 inches.
Oh yeah.
And you could keep 10 of those a day, which is a very liberal limit here of these good trout. And from what I'm seeing, there are just so many of them here that you could come here and catch your limit of them, and they would eat really, really well.
Hey friends, Captain Kevin Broussard here with you. Let's Fish Outdoor Report coming to you from Cajun Paradise Charters in Hackberry. We're going to start out on the saltwater scene. I tell you what, all along the Gulf Coast right now, saltwater action is heating up. Lots of speckled trout getting caught. Tell you what, the guides out of Venice doing excellent on trout. You want to go a little further offshore? They're catching tuna, snapper, a few wahoo, a few swordfish. On the freshwater side, tell you what, Calcasieu and the Sabine Rivers both been very productive early and late. Try to find a little bit of moving water, small spinnerbait, small crankbaits. For Old Cajun Phil, Captain Kevin Broussard saying happy fishing. May God bless. We're going to see you next week.
There we go.
You got a fish?
Got fish on. Fish on.
All right, English Glover.
There we go.
My man has got him. Is it trout?
Feels like a trout. Feels like a trout, and it doesn't feel like one of the good ones you've been catching.
Got him.
There we go. All right.
Another good solid
Yep.
fat dude right there.
That one would eat good. That one would
right
eat
in
good.
the corner of the mouth. We'll show him. Get him back in the water real quick.
All right.
English, you mentioned that there are how many charter captains and guides?
48 that we know of. And we sat down and we had 4 of us just kind of counting up 48 different
Guides and
charters.
charter captains here. So if you want to come here and do this, there's lots of opportunity to do it. And how would
We'd
folks
love to
do
have
that?
you at Crazy Sister Marina. Visit crazysistermarina.com. Check out all our charters, inshore, offshore, nearshore. We've got the head boats for you. Anything we'll work with your price range and get you out there, and it's year round. We got great fishing year round.
You bet. So if you want to give them a call, book yourself a guide trip, come catch some of these trout just like we're catching right here.
That's
Way to
right.
go, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury, Go Boldly, Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder, Lose, Feel the Difference, and by Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Get our free fishing guide at orangebeach.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Devin wants to know, should I use 2 hooks for catfish? For an answer, we asked catfishing expert Chad Ferguson.
In most cases, using a single hook is going to be your best bet. 1 leader, 1 hook. The exception to that is going to be if you're fishing for trophy catfish or a larger catfish and you're using really big baits. Oftentimes, what'll happen is the fish will bite, pull down, and then they'll let go. Those are what we call short strikes. If you're getting tons of short strikes over and over with those big baits, then a great option is to add a second hook, but on the same leader, similar to this Whisker Seeker Tackle Black Mamba Catfish rig that I have here. This has two hooks on it, a larger and a smaller, and both hooks go in the same bait. So you're gonna put the bottom hook in the bottom of the bait, the top hook in the top of the bait, and that will help when you're getting those short strikes.
Thank you, Chad, for that information. If you want some help from one of the pros, simply go to letsfishtv.com and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit your very own question. Now it's time to find out who wins this week's Big Catch of the Week.
Hey everybody, we've made it back to the boat ramp at Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, and it's time for someone to get their big fish shown on television in the Big Catch of the Week contest. Here's this week's winner. He's Jeff Hudson of Diana, Texas, with a 9-pound largemouth bass he caught at Lake of the Pines in East Texas. If you'd like to have a chance for you and your big fish to be shown on our show, just go to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/letsfishtv. Go to last Tuesday's post. It's about the Big Catch of the Week. Follow the instructions. Be sure and send us all the details about your catch along with your photo. As far as the gear goes, a rig that we used to catch the speckled trout this week with the slip bobber, the weight, that entire float rig on the Lew's inshore speed stick and speed spin spinning rod and reel combo. Great inshore rig. If you've never seen it before, you need to check it out. It's the blue colored rig on your retail tackle store shelf. Two other pieces of gear that I love. One of them's on my Blazer Bay 2420 GTS. This is the sport top that Waypoint Marine out of Corpus Christi, Texas, custom rigs on their boats. It's positioned where all of the shade comes in behind the console. So if you want to stand up on the front deck and make big long casts with a topwater, you won't be in danger of hooking that sport top. The other critical piece of gear is on the transom. It's the power poles. Anytime you're fishing these marshes and fishing in shallow water like we do most of the time, those power poles come in so handy. You just grab your remote control or the button on your console, put those poles down. With two poles, you can keep the boat facing the same direction and keep making repeated casts over and over, and that was critical today. Earlier this year, I had the privilege of taking two very special guys in my life fishing. My dad is now 84 years old, and my uncle is 80 years old. These were the two men who were the most influential in my early life in teaching me how to fish. They instilled a desire in me more than 50 years ago that lives on even today. Getting to watch them catch bass in my boat was a very rewarding thrill. It did take some patience, but it was worth every minute of it. So here's the takeaway. If someone taught you how to fish and they're still around today, why don't you take a day and take them fishing? It'll mean more than you'll ever know to them, and it might be one of the most fun things you'll do all year long. If you would like to come here to Murrells Inlet, South Carolina and experience some of the incredible fishing here for the big trout like we caught, or the flounder, or go offshore for those species, you need to experience the Inlet Sports Lodge. It's where we stay when we come here. First of all, the location is fantastic. It's right near the Marsh Walk, all the great restaurants, everything you could want is right almost within walking distance, right on Business 17 on the main drag. But even more important than that, it is so comfortable and well appointed. The lobby is fantastic. There is great food right next door. Really, it is a wonderful place and great people to work with. Check it out at the contact information you see on your screen. Book yourself a room and come experience the great fishing here at Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. I'm Barry Stokes. Until next week, be safe, have fun. Let's fish, everybody. Bye-bye, y'all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more fishing tips, how-to videos, big fish catches, and full episodes of our Let's Fish TV show, be sure to subscribe right here to our YouTube channel. You can also like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Good fishing out there.